guys. It is a Monday. It is May the 11th, and it's about 3:37 p.m. here in San Benito, Texas. I live south of San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Texas. So I'm like at the tip. So it does get pretty warm here. Anyhow, today I am going to show you how to make a camera buddy lens assistant, and I think you have seen my little Olaf one laying around in some of my videos. I just mailed one out to a customer in New York, and I will share a picture of the finished product. So for this little project we're going to do today, it is going to be a Cookie Monster camera buddy lens assistant. And what you will need is any kind of blue will work. I believe this is a royal blue. You need some white, whether it be white or soft white yarn. Of course, this is all worsted weighted yarn. You'll need a glue stick. I don't think you'll need 2 glue sticks. You're just going to need to glue the little googly eyes on the eye of the Cookie Monster. And you need an eye hook, which I believe is a 5.25 millimeter hook. And then you need also the G hook. The G hook is the 4.25, I believe. Yes, and this will be used to make the eyes, which will be the white part. You'll need a little cookie applique, which I also have a tutorial for this. I'll share the link with you guys. You need your scissors. You need a tapestry needle. You will need a hair tie. Now, you don't really need the row counter, but for anyone that's learning to crochet, I really highly recommend you buy one of these. So let's get started on making this buddy lens assistant, this camera buddy lens assistant for you guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, of course, we will make a slip knot. I also have a tutorial for that, just so that you know. You can go to my videos and you will find a tutorial. It'll teach you how to, I will teach you how to make a slip knot. So now you're gonna take this hair tie, and this hair tie will serve as a magic circle. So if you are familiar with the magic circle, I also have a video tutorial, and I will show you how to make one. And I will also share the link with you guys. So this will serve as a magic circle. Okay, so once you make that slip knot, what you're going to do is you will take your hook and just insert it into the ring, yarn over the yarn, and you're going to pull through that ring, and then you're going to pull this loop through this loop. That's how we're going to attach. As you can see, I just did that. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 2, 1 and 2. So what we are working on is the body of Cookie Monster. So what I'm going to do for this ring here, I'm going to make about 50 double crochets inside this ring. So remember, it serves as a magic circle. So let's just assume this is a magic circle. And then of course I like to hide this loose end. And how I do that is I just take it with my finger and my thumb, just pull it towards the tie. And if you don't know how to make a double crochet, remember I have a tutorial for that as well. So what you're going to do is yarn over the hook, insert your hook through that hair tie, yarn over the hook, pull up. So now you have your 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over the hook, yarn and pull through both the first 2 loops like that. Yarn over the hook and draw through those 2. So you've made your first double crochet, which is this. This is the chain 2. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so now we've made 1 double crochet. We're going to go back into that ring, and we are going to make our second double crochet. Okay, and depending on how you want to hold your ring, you know, however is comfortable for you guys, I just take it like this, and I just make sure that my working yarn is wrapped around my index finger, you know, not too tight. And that's all we're doing. Oops. Took some part of that loose thread or yarn there. Okay, so that's all I'm doing, guys. So I've made my 3rd double crochet. And now I'm going to make my 4th. And I'm going to continue making a double crochet for a total of 50. Because I made one earlier today and it took about 50 double crochets to evenly fill the ring. Okay, so I've already made 1, 2, 3, oh, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 double crochets. So guys, I will meet you at the end of this round or this ring here, and we should have a total of 50 double crochets, and then I will show you what we need to do next to complete the body of Cookie Monster. Okay, so I have made a total of 50 double crochets and stitches. So remember how I tell you to count? You can just kind of face the stitches in your direction, where you can see on the top they look like little V's, and I count by 2s, by 2. So here's 1 and 2. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, and then 49 and 50. And I think it depends on the size of the hair tie, because I've made these before, you know, people that order them, or I just make them. And the tie, I have made up to maybe 44 double crochets, but this one, this little hair tie, this Bell brand, I think is a little more open, so I had to make 50 double crochets in the ring. So now you have this little piece here sticking out. This is the one, remember, this is the loose end that I hid on the bottom, like in between the stitches. All you gotta do is just take your scissors and just give it a little, you know, little snip there. So now the next step is, this is the body of Cookie Monster. This opening is where you're going to open, stretch it out, and you're gonna, you know, place it on your, around your camera, your DSLR camera lens. So here I can see that this is the first stitch I made. So you're going to insert your hook into that stitch, and you will make a slip stitch here. So we're just joining and making a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1, and then go back into the joint where you joined. Insert your hook into the stitch right there where you joined, make 1 single crochet. Now we're going to make a total of 50 single crochets all around. So just take your stitch marker so that way you know where you're at. I mean, this is in case you're new to crocheting, because I mean, it's obvious. I can see here that this is the chain one and this was the join. So this would be the last stitch. This is where I will make my last single crochet as I get all around. So take your hook and just go into every stitch and make a single crochet all around. Again, this round here will complete the body of the camera Cookie Monster Buddy Lens assistant, camera assistant. So that's all we're doing, okay guys? So we're making a single crochet. If you don't know how to make a single crochet, I also have a tutorial for that. And all you're doing is inserting your hook into the stitch, yarn over the hook, pull through, yarn over the hook, and just pull through those 2 loops. That's all you're doing, all around. So I will meet you guys back at the end, which will be right here, for a total of 50 single crochets. Okay, so I have completed a single crochet all around till I got towards the end. Remember what I said. This is where we joined that first round and then the chain 1, and this is the first single crochet we made. And then if you count, starting with this one here, 1 and 2, and then 2, that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 49, and 50. So we have a total of 50 single crochets, and this completes the body for the Cookie Monster Camera Buddy Lens Assistant. So here, guys, what you're gonna do here is just insert your hook into or through that first stitch that we made for the first round. Remove your stitch marker and then pull through. Take this loop again and pull through this other loop right here. And that's it. Leave about 7-8 inches of yarn. I always like to leave enough just in case I'm gonna have to stitch, trim, and then just pull, 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 pull. And then here, you will take your tapestry needle, okay? You're gonna take your needle and you are going to thread it with your yarn. Again, find yourself some tapestry needles with bigger eye openings. And then your work, what you're gonna do here is, okay, so this is where we joined right here. Able to see, I don't know if we have any more light here. Okay, just kind of pull it up a bit and you'll see that this was where we joined right here. So into this next stitch right here, okay, insert your needle right through like underneath, you know, the V, the little V, the stitch, and pull, not too tight. Not too tight, guys. And just kind of give it a little tug. And then take your needle and insert it right through from the top. And then pull. Uh-oh. You don't want to do that. Just pull, 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 pull a little bit, and there you go. We're done. We're done. So now turn it towards, you know, the wrong side. And then take your needle and in the back, the opposite side of the body, which is the wrong side. Just take your needle and just insert it, like draw it right like through the back loops. Pull it and do it gently. There's no need to pull tight. You don't want to lose the shape of the body. Just like that. And then go maybe the opposite direction or another direction, diagonally, whatever, however works for you guys. Just, you know, all we're doing is just securing this yarn. As you can see, I just go in different directions. That's all I'm doing. And I do not pull tight. So then just go back up and pull, and that's it. Maybe we can just go down one more time. Something always has to happen, huh? And that's it, guys. Take your scissors and just snip. And you've completed the body of Cookie Monster. Okay, so this opening is where we're going to place this, attach it to the lens. So it should stand like this, and we're gonna make the eyes. So let's get started with the eyes, guys. So take your white or soft white yarn and make a slip knot. Oh, no slip knot, sorry. Sorry guys, we're gonna make a magic circle. Yeah, apologize. So just leave a nice little long tail there. And let's make a magic circle. Again, if you don't know how to make one, I have a tutorial for that. Just letting you know. Okay. Okay, what did I do here? Here's the little tail. All right. So here we will chain up to 1 and 2. And in that ring, you will make 12 double crochets. Okay? So we're going to go into that ring. And you will make your first double crochet. Yarn over the hook. Go into that ring, pull up. Over the hook, draw through the first 2 loops, draw through the last 2. So we've made 2 double crochets. So we're going on to the 3rd. This is the 4th. Going on to the 5th. So guys, continue making your double crochets until you have a total of 12 double crochets, and then I will show you what we have to do next to complete this eye. You will make 2 of these. You will be making 2 of these for the Cookie Monster Camera Buddy Lens Assistant. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've made 12 double crochets inside this little ring, and just to count, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and 12. This was the chain 2. Remember at the very beginning when I made the ring, I said chain up 2, 1, 2, and then we made our first double and we completed a total of 12. So now we're going to close up this ring. Okay, so we're going to take this little tail, this particular one here. And this is the working yarn. This is the yarn that's attached to your skein or your little ball of yarn. So this is your tail. You're just gonna pull, 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 and then pull until you feel that little. So see, we completed, we closed it. So now we're going to close this up. This is the chain 2, remember. So this is the first single crochet we made. We will make a slip knot, just like this. Now we're going to chain 1, and then we will insert our hook into the same stitch as the join, okay, which is the first single crochet, and that will be 1 single crochet. And then take your stitch marker, your bobby pin, mark it as your first single crochet, so that way at the end of your round you will have a total of 24, because we will be making 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So here we made 1 into that first stitch as the join, but we're going to go back into that stitch and we're going to make another single crochet, and then insert your hook into the next stitch, make 1 single crochet, go back into that same stitch and make another single crochet. So the pattern is you are making 2 single crochets in each stitch around for a total of 24 stitches. So that's all you're doing. Go back into the next stitch, make 1, go back in there and make 2. So it's 2 in every stitch. So continue making your single crochets until you get to the end, until you have a total of 24, and then I will show you what we are going to do next. And don't forget, we need to make 2 of these. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so I have made my 24 single crochets, and now I'm just going to join my I'm going to insert my hook right into that first single crochet I made at the very beginning of the round. Just remove your stitch marker, yarn over the hook, pull through that stitch, and then the same there. And here you can make a chain 1, because we're going to just close it up. Leave about 6, 7, 8 inches of yarn. Give it a little pull, like a tug. Here, this part, this piece of yarn here that's loose, we're going to take our needle and we're going to secure it, or we're going to hide it, I guess. Not all of it, but this is the back. This was the loose end that when we pulled the circle, right? Where we pulled and it closed the circle. So just kind of go into the back of the little loops. And okay, guys, here we go. Too much yarn all over the place. I'm taking the wrong end. It's got to be the one in the center. Sorry, guys. Remember, we're just having some fun. Hope you guys can enjoy making these little cute buddy lens assistants. And if you have a Etsy shop, if you make them to sell, if you are like me and we sell in a shop, then you sell them. If not, or you just give them away as a little gift. They're nice. Okay, here we go again. Go to the back and just pull your yarn right through those little loops in the back. Go in the opposite direction. All we're doing is just hiding the yarn and securing our work. That's all we're doing. So I think this is about it. Don't pull too hard. Don't pull too much because you don't want to lose the shape of the. Okay, so here's one. We need to make another one. Okay, so when I finish and you finish yours, then I'm going to show you what we're going to do, how we're going to connect these two little eyes, and how we're going to stitch them on the body. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so now I have already made 2 round circles in white or soft white. These will be the eyes for Cookie Monster. And of course we will be stitching them here. But I want you to take one of these with the shorter string, and I want you to take your needle and let's turn it the wrong side, and I want you to take your needle and I just want you to kind of, in other words, we're going to hide the piece of loose. We don't need it. We just need one of the eyes to have one string of yarn. So the one with the longest, keep it. That's about real good right there. And go the opposite direction. Opposite direction. Maybe one more time. And then just remove it, snip. All right. Now, so you have this one here where I hid the loose string or yarn, and now this one has, I left this one here because it's a longer piece of yarn. We're going to do the same thing. Well, we're going to do something different. I'm going to connect these eyes together, or the white rings together. So I would say it doesn't really matter where you start, but you're going to connect them. So let's just say right here, connect, like so. See that? Give it a little pull, and then I want you to go in here and just do the same thing. Use your judgment. It doesn't have to be exactly how I do it, just to try to connect them together. I connect them together because it's easier to stitch them on. And then we'll do the same thing here. Just go through there. I'm not being perfect here. All I want to do is join the two white part of the eye. This would probably be the white part of the eye, like you know how we have the white and then the eye. And that's all I'm doing, guys. I'm just trying to connect it, and I think I do this so that it'll be easier for me to stitch the eyes on. So you see that? It's stitched together. So now you're going to take this and you're going to place it on your yarn, your body. Don't put it too up here, just kind of here, you know what I mean? Because you just want to make sure that that when you're stitching it, you have somewhere to stitch. So here, I would say it doesn't make a difference where, about right here. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to insert my hook. You see the little V's right here? You're going to just insert it right through and pull. Okay? And then from the other side, go through the other right here. And then insert to the next one. As long as you're getting, it's connecting it with the blue. That's all you want to do. And then go back in here. And then, I don't know, I guess you can, I'm getting too much shadow here. Insert your hook, your needle, I guess there. As long as it pierces right through the back of the blue, that's good enough. Okay, so just turn it. Okay, we've already stitched this side here. Now to secure it, just take your needle and take some of this white yarn, the loop, and just go through there. Any little piece of the blue, as long as you get it, just like that. Just want to make sure that we're getting some of this blue and this white, that they're connecting together. And it's just to secure it. Just like that. Okay. Take some more. That's all we're doing. Okay, so now we gotta also stitch this part here. So from the back, we're gonna pierce it right through that little V, pull, and then insert it into the next one, down to the back, pull, from the back to the front, pull. As you can see, I'm just going in and out through those little V's. Ouch, pierced myself there. Just making sure that you're connecting it to the blue of the body. So this would be our last one right here. Just go right through there. And then turn it. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take some of the white and stitch it right with the blue. We're just stitching this part with the back. It doesn't make a difference where you pierce the needle, where the needle goes through. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that you are securing your project. That's That's all you're doing. That's it. When I'm sitting here and I'm crocheting, I'm just thinking about a lot of things, guys. Good things, of course, but you know how all that goes. Our mind just starts to think about what needs to get done before we go to bed. And if God permits, what are we going to do tomorrow? So tomorrow, I know for sure, if God permits me to wake up, I will be working in my office on my brother's books. And if I have time, I will record another tutorial. Okay, guys, that's it. And just pull your yarn through any, and then just give it a little stitch right here. That's it. Yay, there he is. So now we need to hot glue his little eyes. And we're gonna stitch on the cookie. So this is where your glue gun comes in. So we're gonna take one of the little eyes. Make sure your glue gun's nice and hot. There's your little glue, and you're going to place it about right there. Just press it down. My Cookie Monster camera buddy lens assistant that I have listed in Etsy, I have one up here and one down here. You can place one here, or the opposite direction. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Okay. So we've already glued on one eye, and we will glue on the other eye. And we will place that eye about right here. And that's it, guys, on that part. Just press it down for a little bit. And there you go. Okay, so we've done that part. So now our next step will be to stitch on the little cookie. Okay, so this little cookie, guys, all you have to do is go to my tutorial and I will show you how to make it. And then this will be right here. This is where it's gonna go. So now for me to find the brown yarn, okay, we need some brown yarn because we're gonna stitch on the cookie, and that will complete this little project. Just leave enough yarn to stitch and to sew. So take your little cookie. So this is your little Cookie Monster face. Take your little cookie and place it about right here. That's good enough. Take your needle, pierce it through the little V's, and just leave a nice little long piece of yarn there. Don't leave it too short. I always like to leave a good 6 inches. Okay, so take your needle and go to the next V and pierce it through the back, through the back, and then from the back to the front, do the same thing. You're gonna come through, and I'm gonna go through here. It's like a little gap right there on my cookie. And then go to the next one. Go down to the back. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay. From the back to the front. Just pierce it right through. From the front to the back. We're just going in between the little, in the V, the little stitch. And then we have another one here. And then just go back into that same stitch. And then turn your work like to the back, to the wrong side. And we're going to do the same thing like we did to the eyes. Just connect. You know, we're just trying to secure all this part here. Like, you know, I don't want it to fall apart. So that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Just trying to stitch it together. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Just like that. And that completes our tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys think that I need to take less time, just tell me. I'm new to this. I just want to make sure that you guys get everything and you understand everything and everything is detailed for you guys. And okay, right here, guys, there was a little piece right here. As you can see, there's a little piece here. So I guess from the back to the front, just pierce through the little V as I showed you, like that. And then go back into the next one. From the front to the back, like so. Okay, something happened here. Just get this tail out of there. Okay, got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta do this again, guys. Okay, so where was I? I guess we need another. Get this loose one out of the way. This loose. Okay, pierce it back from the back to the front, and then the front to the back, and that's it. That's it, guys. I say cut about right here, and then take these two pieces and make a knot. This is just to secure. Make a knot. I would say make 2 knots, just to be on the safe side. And then you'll have this little piece of yarn here. You can take your hook and just pull it, as long as it's not showing on the other side over here. It's hiding in behind the cookie. Like that. That's all I'm doing. I'm just hiding it. Just like that. So So you just go in different directions to secure it, and then just make a little knot. I'd say do it one more time. Like that. And then take your scissors, and that's it. And we are done. And there is your little cookie monster. Camera, buddy lens assistant. This will help any photographer, whether it be a mommy photographer, professional photographer, amateur photographer. It doesn't make a difference. I've used them when I'm taking pictures of my granddaughter, and it works wonders. And then you can also, if you can find some noisemakers that you can stitch in the back, or you can, you know, squeak, something that squeaks, you can get their attention like that as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. And if you can do me a favor, please show your support. Subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and family, whoever wants to learn to crochet, whoever wants to have fun, whoever wants to follow me when I'm making or doing little projects. Please give my video a thumbs up, subscribe guys, and you guys have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.